facts. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Come on, computer. All right. Apologize, I got like several things going on here, but we will catch up. I do not want to use that video again. There's just a lot of people in it I don't talk to, and I don't really want to. There's a lot of people on there that I do talk to and love, but I'm not going to promote bullshit. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we'll put it that way. Yeah, okay. Almost done. All right, done clicking. Almost. There, now we're done clicking. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Good day to be sober. It's nice here in Colorado. Cool breeze. Outside, it's nice. A little cooler. Today is family night at the church. Means we have AA and Al-Anon. We are working on Alateen. It's coming. It's coming. It's still going to be, it's probably not going to be till the end of the year. And I'm guessing. I am very much guessing. That's not in my ball court. Alateen is done through Al-Anon, and there's procedures to it now, and they're in place to protect people, and they very much should be. So we're going to need to be patient, but at the same time, how long does it take to certify somebody to not be an asshole with the children? Just saying, you know, what are the priorities? What's the priority? And I think the priority is getting Alateen going. But not everybody seems to think that's the priority. So I am outvoted. You know what? If people want our kids to keep dying off fentanyl and not do anything about it, fine. Then don't do anything about it. Okay? I'm protecting my kids and my grandkids. You know who I am. I'm protecting them. Okay? They know exactly what I do. Okay? And their grandpa fights against drugs. And they love their grandpa. Okay? You bet. Bring those. Tell your grandchildren what you do. Do it. And, you know, and make sure that when you're talking to your grandkids that, you know, if you're going to talk to anything serious about them, clear it through your child first. Don't be a dick. Okay? Because, you know, like when it comes to my grandkids, if my daughter says this is what happens, that's what happens. She's the parent. I am not in that. I am the grandparent. And I'm doing my daughter a favor, so therefore I'm following instructions. Right? No, mom said you can't have the chocolate. Leisure, good to see you. It's kind of cool. Leisure and I have been reconnecting. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake, my friends. The longer you're in the program, the longer you do this, the longer you're on this earth, you will realize that every action you take has a consequence. Every inaction you do not make has a severe consequence if you were supposed to take action. Okay? If you were supposed to take action on something, that is probably, and you decided not to because you wanted to rest on the laurels, the consequences for those actions is just as bad as anger. Okay? Not caring is alcoholic thinking. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. You guys don't get this stuff on Instagram, but That's all right. You're not missing anything. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. Today we are doing the daily reflection. Forgive my book, but I use it. This is what a book looks like when you use it every day for 5.5 years. I need a new one. But this is kind of fun. It makes it an adventure each day because sometimes this little thing will fall in the cracks and everything else. So I have to go digging for it, right? So I have to go digging for some serenity. It's an action. I'm making shit up. I'm trying to be funny. Okay. I really like this topic. I don't like it, but I appreciate it. The biggest misnomer. The biggest misnomer. I didn't hurt anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just sitting here drinking all by myself. Isolation is the best way to hurt everyone around you. Give me a second. I need a fan. So we come back to sobriety and recovery, right? And here's the biggest misnomer in that I hear: you have to get sober for yourself. It's the biggest lie. I've been saying misnomer just to be nice, but it's a flat out fucking lie. And just stop saying it. Maybe stop saying it. Okay. You can get sober for any reason that you want. And I'm going to tell you what the number one reason for getting sober is: when they find out they're hurting the people around them. I've worked with hundreds and thousands of alcoholics, and it's the number one way to get somebody sober. You want depth and weight? You want depth and weight? You're killing your mother, dude. Okay? Dig in. Find out who they love. Make it fucking hurt. Give them the depth and weight. Well, I didn't steal from them or anything. I'm not hurting them. Okay? Here's a great way. You want to know the best gift I gave my mommy? Yes, say mommy. Say mommy. Don't say mother. Don't give it an adult name, because this is not an adult situation. We're dealing with children feelings here, so let's just do that. Okay? But the best gift I ever gave my mommy, my favorite auntie, my wife, was sobering up. Now they don't sit up all night wondering if they're going to get a fucking phone call at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning that I'm dead. Oh, well, fuck. That's usually what I get if it's a guy. Fuck. They get mad. And I know I got them. I know I'm got them. They're mad at themselves. Now I'm going to use this. And it works. I'm going to use it right after here. Got a message this morning, Dion, I fucked up. I drank this morning. Okay, so what? Okay. I don't give a fuck that he drank this morning. That's not what we're going to cover. And I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad. It's like any other problem, right? Think of people. You know, it's funny. Somebody said this in a meeting a couple months ago, a friend of mine. He said, I give more grace to total strangers than I do my own family. And I was like, you motherfucker. He was right. He was right. Still there. I'm still, you know. All right. So we're in step 8. I've been using this a lot lately, but I haven't been on Instagram. So let's go ahead and do it. But I know this one really well right now because I've been reading it a lot. it being the 8th month is, well, and I have sponsees in the 8th step. So I'm going to start at the top of page 78. These obstacles are very real. The first and the most difficult has to do with forgiveness. The moment we ponder a twisted or broken relationship with another person, our emotions go on the defensive. To escape looking at the wrongs we have done, we resentfully focus on the wrongs he has done. This is especially true if he has, in fact, behaved badly at all. Triumphantly, we seize upon his misbehavior as a perfect excuse for minimizing or forgetting our own. Now, if I'm dealing with somebody and that's what they say, I'm going to think to myself, we didn't do your 4th and 5th step right, dude. If this is what's still going on, okay, if that is what's still going on, because forgiveness doesn't happen in the 8th step. The fact that you think you can forgive it all is kind of, I don't know. Oh, I forgive you. You're not God. You can't forgive people. You can, but not really. You can't give them grace. You don't have that power. You're not God. All right. So let's look at the principles. Okay. Now, if you take the principles and you go to Google and you look them up, they're going to be wrong. You are being given the wrong information there. Okay. Because, and I know it's wrong. Okay. It's the first thing that I look at is step 9. If it does not say justice, I know this list is wrong, because justice is step 9. Brotherly love is step 8. Brotherly love. Exactly what God was saying. Think of the people, even the strangers. Okay, let me go through this list. Step 1, honesty. Step 2, hope. Step 3, faith. Step 4, courage. Step 5, integrity. Step 6, willingness. Step 7, humility. Step 8, brotherly love. Step 9, justice. Step 10, perseverance. Step 11, spiritual awareness. Step 12, service. Do you hear forgiveness in there anywhere? No, you don't. As far as you can go, you can accept that they are a child of God. That's as far as I can go. Okay. So what do I use at that point? I use trust. I know, weird, huh? I trust that they're human. That's as far as the trust goes. I'm not going to trust you more than that. Why? Because then I'm going to have an expectation. Then you're going to fail. Then I'm going to be mad at you for failing according to my specifications. That's a setup. Forgiveness. Love it. Okay. Right here, we have to fetch ourselves up sharply. Okay. This is what it comes down to. Your side of the street. If you are worried about somebody else's side of the street, you're in the wrong fucking mind frame. Period. Period. If you aren't thinking about what you have done, you're on the wrong track. That's a good way to know. What have I done wrong? Well, they did this to me. So fucking what? Okay. This is why I was taught to stay away from particulars. I don't bring them up. Hey, you remember that one time I did this to you? Hey, let's re-traumatize that person, except when to do so would injure them or others. Are we following this thoroughly? Got to follow this shit thoroughly, man. I better check to see where I'm at with. I'm waiting on, okay, I'm at 42. I'm waiting in line for quantum again. This will be the 6th time. I'm just letting it sit there, making it easy on me. So. Right here, we need to fetch ourselves up sharply. It doesn't make much sense to call the real toss pot calls a kettle black. So remember, alcoholics are not the only ones bedeviled by sick emotions. Moreover, it is usually a fact that our behavior when drinking has aggravated the defects of others. Yeah, what were you doing? You were poking the bear. You were pushing your boundaries. You're supposed to stop pushing your boundaries at like 15. Okay. It's you. You know, you were being William Wallace. You're walking around picking fights. Hey, what are you doing? Picking a fight. I love that line. I'm going to go pick a fight. We've repeatedly strained the patience of our best friends to a snapping point and have brought out the very worst in those that didn't think much of us to begin with. In many instances, we're really dealing with a fellow sufferers, peoples whose woes who have been increased. If we are now about to ask forgiveness for ourselves, why shouldn't we start out by forgiving them one and all? Okay. Have you forgiven yourself yet? If not, none of this will work. Did your sponsor do the forgiveness portion in your fourth and fifth step? You better make a darn apology to yourself for doing what you did. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I know. I'm the bear too. Or the lion, depending on which meme I'm putting out. I just put one out. I love it's the lion one with I can't remember his name right now. Kittens. So we got to start by forgiving them. Forgive them. How do you do that? I forgive you. How do you want to do it? Just accept it. Try it this way. You know what? If you look at what you did, you're not really going to be worried about that other side anyway. If you genuinely put humility into this, you're really not going to be, you're going to be more concerned with how this is going to come out. Okay. If you're doing this the right way, your thought process is going to be, what else can I do to earn your forgiveness? That's what the thought process better be. If not, you're on the wrong thought process. That means you did not do a good fourth and fifth. You left some shit out. See, I know this because I've been through these steps fucking hundreds, thousands of times. You know, people are amazed that I have things memorized. A preamble ain't that long. Okay? I've been to a lot of meetings. Let's kind of, how much we're sitting now? We're good on time. When listing the people we have harmed, most of us hit another solid obstacle. We got pretty severe shock when we realized that we were preparing to make a face-to-face admission to our wretched conduct to those we had hurt. It had been embarrassing enough that when in confidence we admitted these things to God, to ourselves, and to another human being. No, you had a problem with that too. Remember, we went through all that crap about, I know, but you got to tell somebody else or it's just not complete. You know, well, you got through that. You got through that. You're still here. You're still here. Stocky paw. Stocky paw. Stocky paw. That's a cool name. I like that. Rolls off the tongue. Welcome. Good to have you. But the prospect of actually visiting or even writing the people concerned, we remembered in what poor favor we stood with most of them. I don't care what people think of me. Bullshit. I don't care what people think of me. Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't tell me you don't care what people think of you. Yeah, you do. We say that when we're mad. Oh, fuck what they think of me. It's a defense mechanism. Bullshit. Your reputation fucking matters. It does. So advocate for it, God's sakes. Okay? I have a reputation. You bet. My reputation is so well known that people will not write me back. Okay? It's an indicator. Non-action tells me everything about you. Everything. Non-action. See, I reached out to some people about the detox we got coming up, and they're going to be a part of it. So I reached out to them yesterday. I'm not going to hear back. And, you know, when let us know, keep in contact. I'm like, people are so full of shit. I know. I'm going to be really surprised when I show up with a group of people and I'm picketing people and we're not going to let them in. We'll send them to the hospital. I'll find somewhere else. They don't understand that's our detox. And if we don't utilize it, it'll just shut down. All right. Anyway, there were cases too where we had done damage to others who were still happily unaware of being hurt. Why we cried, shouldn't bygones be bygones? Why do we have to think of these people at all? These were in some of the ways which fear conspired with pride to hinder our making a list of all people we had harmed. Okay? No, water under the bridge is not a viable amends. Period. All right. Some of us tripped over a very different snag. We clung to the claim that when drinking, we never hurt anybody but ourselves. Our families didn't suffer because we always paid the bills and seldom drank at home. Yeah, and you were never home? Oh. Were your parents home? No. Did you want your parents home? Yeah, sure I did. I missed them. Oh, fuck. Yep, that's what I call cats in the cradle. Okay, what's a cats in the cradle close? You're just like your dad, the person you didn't want to become. Oh, so when your dad did that to you, it hurt. But when you do it, you're not hurting other people? I guess I am. I guess I am hurting other people. It's the biggest denial in addiction, especially amongst alcoholics. I'm not hurting anybody. When you drink alone, you're hurting everybody. Alcohol is supposed to be used for camaraderie. When you're drinking alone, there's no camaraderie. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be used for. But unfortunately, you and I can't use it for that because we don't know what that means. Oh, I'm only going to go out and have 2 or 3. Normal people don't have 2 or 3. They have 1, maybe less. Well, I've only had 1 blackout. Normal drinkers never, ever, 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 ever black out. Not once. Our business associates didn't suffer because we were usually on the job. Yeah, hungover and unable to do your job, usually stealing money. Our reputations hadn't suffered because we were certain few knew of our drinking. I tell you, everybody fucking knows. Everybody knows you're drinking. You can smell it. Oh, vodka. Can't smell vodka. Yes, you can. When it doesn't matter what alcohol it is, when it comes out of the sweat of your pores, you can smell it. Okay? I can smell vodka on your breath. Trust me. I know what it smells like, and I'll even know it's vodka. So no, it's not true. If something has a smell, it has a smell. Those who wouldn't be sure, those who did would sometimes assure us that after all, lively bender was only a good man's fault. Every night is not a lively bender every now and again. What real harm, therefore, had we done? No more, surely, than we could easily mend with a few casual apologies. And there again, we don't even know what an apology is. We think an apology is sorry. Well, it is. Actually, an apology is just sorry. Apologies don't require any actions. Amend, there's only one true amend, and that's change behavior. It's the only amend. Okay? Why does the 9th step work? Because you changed first. It's the only amend. Change behavior is the only amend. There are different ways to do your amends. That's where it becomes different. Okay? Okay. This step seems so simple. Actually, it is. It's very, very simple. You want to know why? Because you already wrote your list. Your 4-step grudge list is your 8-step list. So if you decide to burn it, well, that sucks. Okay, if you're going to burn your 4th step, take a picture of your grudge list first so you don't have to rewrite your 8th list. Now, some things are going to drop off of it. Some things are going to be added. You may run across somebody at the grocery store that's not even on your list, and it appears in your mind. You best take care of it then and there. The consequences for that are not pretty. Take care of it. Walk over. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. Take every chance you have to set things right. Take every chance you get, even if you think it means nothing. I made amends to 2 police officers that had to come to my house all the time. Okay? Now, was it really an amends? It was more of, thanks for doing your job. You saved my life. You are a part of saving my life now. And I even told them, I'm sober. I'm no longer wasting your time. They said, you weren't a waste of time. They didn't even remember me, but they still said that. Why? Because they have servants' hearts. And I knew that. So I got to tell a couple of police officers something, and then they got to go home and have a better fucking day. Now, that wouldn't have happened without my wife. I wouldn't have recognized him. I identified several people whom I had harmed, but they were no longer available. Okay, then we're going to write him a letter. Still, I was uneasy about this step and avoided conversations dealing with it. In time, I learned to investigate those steps in areas of my life which made me uncomfortable. My search revealed my parents, who had been deeply hurt by my isolation from them, my employer, who worried about my absences, my memory lapses, my temper, and my friends I had shunned without explanation. As I faced the reality of the harm I had done, step 8 took on new meaning. I am no longer uncomfortable, and I feel the clean and light. I take care of this in the beginning. I hate to say this. If it's taking you that long to realize it in step 8, you miss some very important things in the big book. I don't know why it took that long. That should be a 1st, 2nd, 3rd step realization that you are hurting other people. Okay, so if you're a sponsor, you have a duty to do this. Okay, even the guy right before here, Dion, I drank this morning, I fucked up. He's thinking of the people in his life, or he wouldn't have said I fucked up. He's thinking of the people in his life. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make him feel bad. I'm not going to make him feel guilty. Not for drinking. No. In fact, I'm going to ease him on that. It's the first thing I'm going to do. You know what? You were drinking for... Now, here's the thing. I told him I'd be a sponsor a week ago. We hadn't done anything yet. So who's all this really on? I mean, it's a shared thing, man. It's a shared thing. So, all right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Leisure. I think you had to go back to work. So, I talk for a while. So, I don't expect anybody to hang out for the whole thing if they can. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out. Oh, hey, Stephanie. I was just getting ready to leave. How are you? How are you? I've known Stephanie a long, long time. Well, I'm not going to blow your anonymity. Yeah, I'm back on Instagram. I'm just trying to expand. And I've been going live for every day for 5.5 years now. I'm over 8 years sober now. I'm getting ready to open up a sober living. I've done people detox. I have people constantly calling me. All right. Send me a text. Yeah, I know. Steph was one of the people I helped out when I was still fucking drinking and drugging. And, yeah. Don't tell me you can't help people. Just don't tell me that you can't do that. You know. Um, all right, I do got to get going. I got a lot of people trying to contact me. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna throw my number. Just throw your number in chat, and let's switch over to regular chatting. I'm hardly ever on Instagram. I'm hardly ever on Instagram, except when I'm doing this. So, all right. Good chance I'll be back later too. I love you. Peace out, and have a day.